Hey everybody, my name is WiseTV. Today we are hopping into the subreddit that makes us all mad and we hate it. But at the same time we kind of like seeing the stories too, and that would be r/entitledparents number 2. This video is going to be a lot longer than normal because we hit 1,000 subscribers. I would like to thank each and every one of you for all your support. It's been really amazing the last few days, and I can't wait to see the journey that is ahead of us. But anyway, let's hop right into the video. Backstory for some backstory. I've been trying to sell a Toshiba laptop for a while now, approximately 4 years old, but it has a 4th gen Core i7 CPU, dedicated AMD Radeon graphics, a full HD 15.6 inch screen, and a 1TB HDD. Needless to say, it's pretty high end, so I decided to sell it on Letgo and meet the buyer at a McDonald's. Intro now where it starts. I was supposed to sell it to some guy named Mark, and by his profile picture, he was in his mid 40s. So I go to the meetup at the arranged time and start asking anyone if they're Mark when I stumble upon Entitled Dad and Entitled Kid. Entitled Dad says his name's Mark, so I follow up with, "Are you buying the laptop on Letgo?" He says no, so I decide to just wait and see if my buyer arrives. When I get in contact with Mark from Letgo, he said he forgot and is busy. Anyways, I'm about to leave when Entitled Dad stops me and asks me what kind of laptop I'm selling. So I just said the specs and the price, approximately $350. He asks if he can have a look at it. This was kind of weird, but he seemed like an interested buyer at the time, so I pull it out of my bag and he immediately goes, "It isn't an Apple?" I was weirded out by this, but then he asked why I'm charging so much. I tell him the specs and how they go for $450 on eBay and the programs on it like Office 2016, etc. He then says, "I want it for my kids, so I should pay less." I said I can do $340 and he replies by saying he can do $20. At this point, I see this was a bad decision and start packing up. This somehow enraged Entitled Dad says he wants it for his son. I'm being selfish and he's going to fail in school if he doesn't have my laptop. So he starts grabbing for it and we struggle for about 5 seconds. FYI, I'm an 18-year-old guy and have a baby face, and he's a bald 40-year-old dude. So in this restaurant I yell out, "Why are you reaching for my penis? Why do you have an erection?" He is instantly super flustered, backs off and runs away with his entitled kid saying I'm a fat, greedy person. Note, I probably could have handled this situation differently, and I know that, but the best way to get rid of guys embarrassed in the back off is to say he has an erection and he's reaching for another man's junk. It instantly shuts down the majority of guys. Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do in times like this. Someone's just trying to steal your stuff. You can literally charge them for that. That's breaking the law, you know? So the other day I was at school in PE and I had a very bad asthma attack. So after school my mom takes me to A&E. I'm sitting in A&E struggling to breathe, taking puffs from my inhaler every 5 minutes or 2. It's nearly my turn when a lady sits next to me with her snotty son. She says, trying to be nice to me, asking me what's wrong and what number I was, when she says her kid is very ill and has the flu. I reply with, "That's a shame," and continue looking at my phone while my mom is smoking outside. After I told her that it's a shame how her kid has the flu, she looks at me with a horrible stare, and I just shrug it off until she taps on my shoulder and says, "And?" I imply that I have no idea what she's on about, and then she says how I'm rude and I shouldn't speak to her like that. I say that I didn't mean to be rude, but I don't know what she's saying. She says to me that I should give my ticket to her kid as he's more in need. I said I could have an asthma attack anytime soon and I need to keep my ticket. She is literally screaming at me, saying that her son needed it because he's younger and has the flu. Now I'm really pissed and tell her to stop shouting. It's embarrassing and she needs to stop being so entitled. By the way, I'm ticket number 127 when hers is something like 300, so she would be an hour longer. I'm sitting there waiting for my turn when she grabs the ticket out of my hand. I'm really pissed and I say, "Excuse me, what the heck?" She shouts at me and is like, "Don't say that in front of my child, he is ill." Bear in mind, I'm 13 and she is like at least 30. I try to grab it out of her hand when she screams, "This little brat has stolen my ticket." Now everyone is looking at us. Now one of the nurses approaches us, checks our tickets, and says that in fact she had stolen mine. I am now very out of breath, near an asthma attack. My mom enters. She says what's going on as she heard everything, and Entitled Parent says that I should be punished for stealing her ticket. My mom flips her off and sits down. Entitled Parent says that she hopes we die, screaming "fag" at me and the nurse, and security goes up to her as my number is called, and to this day I don't know what happened to her. Turns out one of my tubes in my lungs collapsed and I was indeed more danger than Entitled Parent's son. This right here pisses me off. There's a kid with the flu. Yes, I understand you're a mother. You're worried about your children. Children are a priority to you. I understand that. But still, there's no need to cause a scene, being impatient and screaming at people just because you don't get what you want. I mean, you may have the flu, but it's not necessarily as important as if you can't breathe. So, I'm out shopping for groceries and wander into the electronics section. I start looking at games, seeing if I can find any I like. An employee is talking to a customer down the aisle, but I don't pay attention. Around 5 minutes later, Entitled Parent and Entitled Kid walk over. Entitled Parent, "Hello, sir." Me, surprised. Hi? My son needs a school laptop, so I was wondering if we could borrow money to get one. Her son is like 7 to 8, so he shouldn't really need one. Sorry, I don't give money to strangers. She's in shock. I can't believe you. At this point, I knew it was about to go down. Give me your wallet. I grab my wallet and hold it behind me. The kid runs behind me and tugs it. I raise it above my head so neither the parent or the kid can reach it. The entitled parent falls on the floor, opens the purse, then screams, "He stole my wallet!" An employee runs over and asks to see the wallet. "Oh God, thank you. This man stole my wallet, then smacked me. Get him arrested immediately." The employee opens the wallet and pulls out my ID, then gives the wallet back to me. This is his wallet. It has his ID in it. He took my ID and put it back in. Give mommy's wallet back. This is my wallet, and I will not be giving all of my money back to you. The kid decided to shake her parents' purse, and her wallet falls out. What is this then? The employee says. He points to the wallet. That's my spare wallet. I take out my phone to text my mom what just happened, and apparently that's a bad thing. He has my phone. That's mommy's phone. I show the worker that in fact it is my phone, and the entitled parent was kicked out. The mom feels like she can fake that all of my stuff is hers and hope that the employee believes her, which the employee doesn't. I hate when people do this. They try to get people arrested for no reason just because they don't get what they want. It's a selfless act and it's terrible and people need to stop doing it. My mom invited a friend for chit chat, general mom stuff. Note, the person invited took her 2 children with her. I'm at my desk doing homework while listening to music on my speaker. Then one of her kids comes into my room without warning and sees my Parker jotter in my hand. It's a pen, but I have it engraved. He asks if I can see it. I say sure. He looks at it for about 30 seconds and hands it back to me. He then asked me if he can have it. I kindly said no. Guess what? The kid decided to ask me if he could see my pen again. I'm pretty sure that he wants to take it. I said, you saw it already. He then shouts for his mom. She storms into the room. Now there are 2 strangers in my room. Then her son shouted at me, give me the pen! I refuse. The mother said to let him see. I explained to her that he already saw it and I don't fully trust him. She then exclaimed, I saw the same one in Poundland for a quid, just let him have it. My mom did not come as she thought the situation was under control as her friend was with me. Because the pen was plastic, I got pissed off. I had enough. I said in my angry tone, get out of my room. She refused. I now was trying to think of a way to get rid of her. I said if she didn't leave, I will have to kick her out, literally. After hearing nonsense about her son being a superstar or something, she finally left. Finally. Thank God the other child was sleeping on the sofa. I would not have been able to deal with the situation with 2 brats. Those are really the kinds of situations where the parent needs to step up and take care of their child, especially when they're misbehaving like that. And now we come to our comment story of the day. Short story. Just give me the cat. No. End of story. It's so simple, but it was such a beautiful story. Alright guys, well I'm going to conclude tonight's video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is really late. I wanted the video to be a bit longer, but I'm sorry it didn't turn out that way. I will make it up soon. Thank you for all the support recently. If you are new, be sure to like and subscribe, and join Discord. Link is in the description. Have a great night. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.